Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Jonathan. I'm a full-time reseller and also I'm a collector as well. I ended up picking up some things from Facebook Marketplace last week, as well as stuff that I picked up today from a community garage sale. It's a 55 plus community. I typically like going to this community sale because the people end up putting things for like 10 cents, 50 cents, and a dollar more or less. And I find a lot of vintage things from the last time that I've been to this community sale. Unfortunately, it's been about 3 years since I've been to it because of COVID. So I wasn't really sure what I'd find this time. There was about 26 homes that were part of the community sale. And it was a gated community, so it was pretty cool. They give you like a list as well as a map. So you can kind of plan out, which places you're going to go to. So I ended up only finding one place that kind of had the things that I was looking for. And so I ended up picking up Oscar the Grouch here. It's a 1970s Jim Henson hand puppet. I only paid $2 for it. I want to say it's between maybe like 10, 15 bucks that I'm going to probably end up selling it for. I also picked up Cookie Monster, but unfortunately he's got some issues with his eyes. It's missing some paint here. He was also $2 as well. Pretty much going to probably get $30 for the pair. There's a lot of listings out there for a lot higher, but for 30 bucks, I think it should be a quick sale. Also at this one location, she had some vinyl records. I ended up paying $1 a piece for them. I want to say maybe 2 or 3 I'm going to be able to resell. I'm not really looking to sell the other ones. There'll be something for the personal collection. So this was Mary Poppins. This is a motion picture disc album. So I thought this was interesting because it's actually printed on the vinyl album itself. So this is from 1981 and I only paid $1 for it. It's pretty good condition. Didn't see any issues with the vinyl itself. I wanted to say comps were like 15 bucks, 15, 20 bucks for that. So I'm probably going to sell that. This I actually have already in the collection, but this is a lot better condition, and luckily it had the wall poster as well. The next album I have is Donovan's Greatest Hits. That's something I'm going to probably keep, as well as Paul Revere and the Raiders. Greatest Hits, that was something I didn't have. Guess Who? I ended up seeing them play, I want to say at Epcot. They have, I don't know if they still have the annual rock show, but I was able to see them just for the price of the admission of the ticket. So I got the Monkees. I got 2 albums. These probably I'm not going to keep. Maybe when I have another garage sale, I'll end up putting that up for sale. Or maybe online, I don't know. So this here was a Facebook Marketplace listing. It wasn't a traditional listing. This was something that was posted in a Facebook group. And so the lady wanted $175. This place was about, or her location was about 20 minutes from me. I ended up kind of negotiating with her a little bit because the listing wasn't very detailed. It was basically, she said this was a 27-gallon tote with action figures. Very little pictures. There was a mention of signed collectibles, including Stan Lee's signature. So I guess I'm going to pose the question, did I get scammed? I didn't really buy this for the signed collectibles. I bought it more for what was inside this tote. I thought at the very least I should be able to make my money back. So going into negotiation or talking to her, I said to her I wasn't sure. I said I was interested in the lot, but I wasn't sure that it was worth what she was asking. So she sent me a message back saying, this item sells for this price, this item sells for that price. How about we do $150 instead of $175? And I said, sure. And she was pretty much on the money with some of the things that she had said the values were, because I was looking at the values, and this is what I had imagined what some of the items would be selling for. So she had in a bag, like a regular grocery bag, some Vinylmation figures. I had asked her, how many figures did you have? She said she had 20. I want to say there was more like 30 when I went and looked at them. So here are some of them. I typically stay away from these because to me they're like dollar value items. They're not super expensive. I want to say like 3 years ago I bought some brand new in the package, and some of them were like $3, $4, $5. Some of the Chase ones were more expensive. It really depends on which ones they are. That kind of determines the value. Obviously, they're not all going to be the same price. So that was some of the basic lots of what I had gotten. And then she had this also in the bag. These are Animal Kingdom Vinylmations. There's actually a set of 12 of these, and this is a full set. If these were brand new in the box, they would be about a $60 set on average, more or less. Because they are used, I'm probably going to try to sell these for about 25 to 30, and I think I should be able to for those. Okay, and the next set, I was a little bit more excited about them because they're more along the alley of what I like to collect. So these are some Marvel, and then there's also some Star Wars as well. I think the more expensive one is the Black Panther one. I'm probably going to try to lot some of these together. They are but the Marvel ones are from the Civil War movie. So I don't know, more or less, it wasn't a bad deal. This was all included into what I had purchased. All right. So in the listing, there were some. These are pressed coin booklets. So when you go to the park, I think you put 50 cents or $1 in a machine with penny, and it rolls the penny, and then you get an imprint of wherever you are in the park. So there was 10 of these. I went on eBay and I looked, and they sell between a little over $20. So for 10 of these in the bin, this could potentially give me my money back. I already listed one on Mercari, and I was able to sell one. Someone made me an offer of 18, and I had listed it, I think, maybe at like 22 or 21. So I was happy. I already sold one, so I already put a dent into the 150 that I had spent for everything. So the next items that were also in a bag that she didn't really show too many pictures of were these pins. So I bought some collections of pins recently, and so she said that there was 15 pins, and I ended up counting 20. I sold a few already. So this is a Spider-Man No Way Home pin, or Homecoming pin, sorry. So that was in there. I never had that before. This one is a Haunted Mansion pin. I already sold some Star Wars pins. I want to say the ones that I had sold, I profited $10 a piece for them. So I thought that was pretty good. I think originally had budgeted maybe like $5 a pin that I could get for them, and obviously there would be ones that I would be able to get more. I wasn't able to again see all of them because they weren't really pictured very well. They were just thrown in a bag, and so I was obviously concerned about condition, and I was able to get, like I said, all of this into the buy-in, and it wasn't a bad deal because instead of being like $5, I want to say the 20 pins averaged about $150 total resale. Yeah, there was a lot of these Disney Shanghai Resort pins. Donald, Mickey, Daisy. Here's another Donald. And then here's another Star Wars pin. I want to say this is like a $20 pin. Yeah, there was quite a few different Shanghai Resort pins. So I thought, like I said, it wasn't really a bad buy. I was really skeptical at first because, like I said, there really wasn't much shown that I could say, okay, I can sell this and get $50 and that would be a good portion. But a lot of these little bits and pieces, I kind of felt like they were more or less good items that I could put in the store and try to resell. Yeah, there was some Star Wars Micro Machines stuff, not very high dollar stuff, just kind of like filler. Now, the action figures that I had bought, this wasn't very good as far as the quality or the packaging. It's got some issues where it's coming off the card, but this is Hawkeye Marvel Select. I want to say this is maybe like a $20 on average figure. So that was what I had factored into my amounts that I was going to buy for this. The Crow, this is a reaction figure. I thought this was kind of cool. It's still unpunched, and it looks like the person took care of it, so shouldn't have any issues trying to resell that. This was interesting. This was a, I think, Art Effects Captain America figure. So I had never seen this one before. There is like one thing open on the top. I had asked her if it was brand new. She said that that it was, and that she opened it to make sure that it was complete, and I ended up looking and it's fine. I ended up also picking up some Hero Clicks Thor Ragnarok figures. These are maybe like $2 or $3. They're not high dollar in any way. Also included was a Disney Infinity Captain America, brand new and packaged. This is not really a high dollar item. This is a Wacky Wobbler Batman. I want to say this is maybe a $10 or $15 item, I think, when I checked. There was a lot of little Batman collectibles, just like, I don't know, not something that I'm going to be able to, you know, sell or make a lot of money on. This is a personal diary for Batman. This is a 4x6 frame. So this might be something I give away or throw in some kind of giveaway, just to give to somebody that actually appreciates Batman. So this was some kind of collectible figural paperweight. So there's actually several figures that you can get. All the Avengers figures. So they all, each character spells out Avengers. So Captain America is the first one and spells out the A. I want to say this is maybe like a $10 item. It does have a little bit of plastic wear to it, but I'm pretty sure whoever buys it is probably going to display it anyways, not just keep it in the box. Also part of this purchase was some Pops. I'm not a huge Pop collector, but everything was all Star Wars related as well as Disney related. So that was Rio Durant. There's an unmasked Vader Pop. And thankfully, the Pops were, the condition were good. There wasn't any issues with the boxes. So this one's already got a protector on it. I don't even think there was anything special about this Chewbacca, but a lot of these Pops, I want to say, are between $5 to $20 on the resale value. So this is an Evil Queen Hot Topic. This is also in the lot here. Here's Lando, another Pop. And all of this stuff I'm pretty much going to resell. I'm not going to keep any of these figures. TIE Fighter. I don't think there's anything that screams for me to keep. Some of the other stuff that I'm going to show you, I probably will keep. Here's Han Solo. And going again with some more random Batman stuff. This is a flashlight pen, Batman Superman. This is a Thor Ragnarok. I think this is a opening night coin. Not very high value in that either. This is some kind of bat emblem that you put on your car for whoever still does that. Now this was kind of interesting. This was a Batman selfie stick. I could not find a comp on this. So I'm very curious who would carry this around with them in a park or a con or something. I don't know. I think that somebody would buy that in my store. I'm guessing they would. I don't even know. Then the next thing, again, another little filler item, Pez. I don't typically sell these because one item doesn't usually sell very well. You have to have like a set. Back again into the press coin books. This one's from SeaWorld. So again, you would put your coins in there. I think these are about $10 a piece. There was 3 of them, so that's $30. And I believe I showed you the the ones I picked up from that were Disney, like I said, those are going to be able to make me my money back, fortunately. Also, in this was like a pin board. I'm not going to really do anything with that. I might keep that for myself because I am starting to collect some pins. So this was more of the signed memorabilia. These are Motley Crue signatures. There's this one and this one. I'm not really... I think one of the signatures looked legitimate. The other one seemed kind of questionable. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with that. It's not really up my sleeve or up my alley. And there was also some Digimon cards. They're not as popular as Pokemon, but they do have a resale value. I was looking at some of these, and I think for the sheet, I could probably sell it between $10 to $20 for what's on the sheet, because the condition's pretty good. And I'm going to go into the items that I would kind of wonder, maybe did I get scammed? Because they're all collectibles, signed collectibles. These I'm not so much concerned about. These were just prints. This was a Greg Horn print, and I'm not even sure if that's really signed. I think that might be just on all of the prints. So these are just, to me, throw-ins. Now, again, I didn't see any of this stuff that was signed. She didn't even say that it was, like, it wasn't even in the listing, like, as should be shown. So here it is. Here's a Stan Lee supposedly signed ASM 238. This is some kind of skyscraper or toy. It's not even complete. So I don't even know why somebody would have this signed. That's one item. And it's a very vaguely signed, I don't even know if you can even see it, Stan Lee here on this Ghost Rider movie. Why they would have that signed. Now, this, I believe, is in fact signed by Max Pillow, or Mark Pillow, sorry. He appeared in Superman 4. He was the character Nuclear Man. So I was looking at this and how he signs the E in Nuclear Man, and it's very, like, identifiable. You can tell, like, it's him. It's his signature. So that was in this lot. When I had asked about, like, credibility of this stuff, she said that all of this came from a collector or a super collector, is what she said. Now, this, I believe, is authentic. This is actually Hulk Hogan. His signature is here. And I looked at it, versus what's online, and I think it's authentic. So this is him fighting King Kong Bundy, I think WrestleMania 2. So this is some kind of card from some kind of event. I don't know, 1999 Titan Sports. I know that they were licensed to do a lot of these, like, pictures and stuff like that. So this is Mark Henry, Sexual Chocolate. This is signed by him, as well as this. So one's in blue and one's in black. Wasn't sure if it was... It looks like it from what it was that I looked online that it's legitimate. This one I wasn't 100% sure. This is Gold Dust. So this was something that he had supposedly signed. This I'm not confident was actually signed by Macho Man. I had a hard time kind of feeling like this was, like, truly authentic. This does look like this was signed by The Rock. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn as to whether or not, did I get scammed on this stuff? I really wasn't planning on it. This was Vince McMahon. Something signed by him. I don't really feel like that's his signature. It's kind of hard to tell from, looking online. This I do feel is authentic, and I'm kind of happy because I'm a huge Sergeant Slaughter fan. So it says Sergeant Slaughter Hall of Fame 2004. So, a fan of G.I. Joe. Definitely remember watching him, come on some of the commercials or whatever on the show. So that was really cool. Now, here's the thing that I think is funny, because apparently somebody, supposedly, from the story I heard, is that they wore this adult Wolverine costume to a con and had it signed by Stan Lee. So I have the whole costume. I have like the belts, the helmet, the mask that goes with this costume. So I feel like this looks like it could be his signature. It's not something that I'm going to have authenticated or care whether or not it's real or not. I'm just excited that I'm going to be able to make my money back and some on this lot. And it was kind of fun just to get something new, you know, in my store and just have the experience of finding, like I said, new things. So I hope you enjoyed the video. That's it for now. And hopefully I'll have some more stuff like this showing you what I pick up from my hauls each week. So thank you. Hope you enjoy. Hope you subscribe. And thanks.